Hey guys, here's a quick tutorial video showing you the general process, how to draw this in Inventor. So again, you probably look at this and you think, oh, it's too complex, I'm not sure where to start. But try to break it down. Take a complex problem, break it down into simpler parts that you can work with. Say, well, look, you know how to create a cylinder with a hole in it. This is just another cylinder with some holes, and the same as that. Now it's just connected by these solid pieces here, and I just have to get the extrusions in the right directions. That's basically all there is to it. So I'm going to simplify it, and let's pretend these cylinders aren't there. Now let's go through and let's just draw these plates here, and then we'll just add the cylinders on top of that. Alright, so let's go get this piece. And let's get some key dimensions here. This is 50 millimeter diameter. That's 50 as well, and we're dealing with this one up here as 30. Okay, so let's watch this. Let's go ahead and create a sketch. Now I'll just select one of the faces. Go create a rectangle. Now I'm going to snap the center of that rectangle to here. Okay. And let's make this dimension 50. Alright, let's go find the length of it. The length of it's going to be 100. Okay, now I can add a circle here. Let's go add one there as well. Okay, now I need to add the part that's up here. Well, there's a circle somewhere up here that's a diameter of 30 millimeters. Okay, and then it's connected with some lines. Now one thing about this line here, I want this line to be tangent to this circle, and I can add that. I can use the tangent constraint. So let's make this tangent with that. Okay. Now I can go create another line here. Let's just say it starts on this circle and goes somewhere to that circle. And now I can add the tangent constraints. Let's make this tangent with that. And the same down here. Let's make this line tangent with that circle there. Okay. Well, now how do I define where this circle is? Okay, let's go look at what we're given here. We're given this distance as 120, and then this angle here as 45. So let's see how we can add that. Okay. Well, if I click on dimension and try to dimension between there and there, it doesn't let me do a diagonal. It gives me the vertical or a horizontal. Okay, so here's one way I can do this. I can go add in what's called a construction line. Let's make a line that goes between here and here. Okay, now with this, then I can go add one dimension that's going to be here I'm trying to add an angle. Okay, I want to add an angle between this line and a horizontal. Well, I don't have a horizontal line, but I can go make one. Let's go make another horizontal line here. Okay. Now I can add a dimension between this and this, which would be an angle. Let's make that 45. Okay. Alright. Okay, now that I've got the angle, notice all this part's constrained. It's blue. Let's see how this can still move. Now the only way it can move is I don't know this distance here. Alright, so again, let's see the problem. The problem is if I try to dimension between here and here, I only have a horizontal or a vertical distance. But I want the distance between here and here. Okay, so here's another way I can do that, guys, and this is helpful with using these construction lines here. Okay, so I'm going to take, so I've got a construction line turned on. Let's make a construction circle that starts here and is a diameter, sorry, let's make it a radius of 120, so that would be a diameter of 240. Okay, so now look what I've got. The distance between here and here is 120, right? That's the radius of that circle. Well, now I can just go add a constraint that says let's put this center on that construction circle, and there it goes. So now you see that everything is blue here. Okay, so I can finish this sketch, and then I can extrude. Now let's select the profiles to extrude here. Well, I want all of this, and once my computer speeds up, I'll be able to select this part here as well. I want this part, and I want this part over here. And let's go find the thickness. That thickness is 15. Okay, let's make that 15. Alright, so there's that basic feature there. Okay, now you see, oh, this is a sharp edge here. Okay, but if you look here in our drawing, oh, it's not a sharp edge, it's a radius of 30. Well, that's easy to add with a fillet. Let's just go add a fillet here on that edge, and I'll make this dimension 30. There it is. So we've got this base plate basically. Now let's just go through and add in the cylinders. That's pretty easy. Okay, let's start with this one here. Okay, it's again 50, and then you have a 20 millimeter hole that goes all the way through. So I can start a sketch here. Again, let's make a circle. Now I'm going to put my cursor over this, and so this center dot pops up, so it's automatically concentric then. Okay, let's make it, oops, sorry, let's not make that 20 yet. Let's not do that. Let's make this the same diameter as this one here. Okay, so let's do that again. I'm gonna make it come all the way up and lock there. Notice that green, it snaps. Okay, so now I can extrude this circle out, and this whole distance is 28, if you see that. So the extrusion distance would be 28 minus 15, right? 28 minus 15. Let's come back here. I'll just type in 28 minus 15 is that extrusion distance. Okay, and now I can go in and add this hole here that goes all the way through. Right. Notice it's not snapping green. Okay, that's a problem there. I want it to be concentric, so let's just draw it out here, and then make sure that this is concentric with that. And there you go. Now it's constrained. Now let's go through and add this to be 20. Notice that it's fully constrained now. I can extrude this as a cut, and let's make it all the way through. Alright, there's that part there. Okay, let's go ahead and get this next piece here. Let's make a sketch here, and I'll go ahead and create a circle here that's comes all the way up to this edge. Okay, so notice by default that's 50 already. Okay, so now I can finish that and extrude it here. Let's find the distance. This extrusion distance is 33. Okay, there's 33. Now when I make the hole here, this hole is a counter bore hole. If you look here, you see it's these dimensions mean this outer circle is 25 millimeters and it is down 5, and then there's a 15 millimeter hole that goes all the way through. Okay, instead of doing it by circles, let's use this whole feature here. So to do that, I first just need to tell the whole feature that I want to create a hole at this point. So all we're going to do is just make a point there. Okay, let's make a point. That's all I want to do in the sketch. And now let's use this hole feature. Okay, so click on hole feature. And the type of hole that I want is this type of hole. It's a counter bore hole. And now I can fill in what I need right here. Alright, this diameter, the outside, is 25. This one that goes all the way through, that's 15. This 25 millimeter hole goes down 5 millimeters. And maybe yours is not on through all, maybe it's on a distance here. Well, we don't want a distance, ours we want through all there. Okay, and click OK. So you see it's already created that hole simply by making it a counter bore hole here. Alright, now the last thing you say, what's different about the part up here? Well, the part up here, if you notice back in this picture, is it's symmetric about a middle plane on here. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Instead of creating a sketch here, let's create a sketch that's on a plane right in the middle. Well, if I go look at what planes I have, not that plane, not this one. Look, this plane here is on the back edge. I don't want that. So I don't have a plane that goes through the middle of this part here. Well, I can create one. That's not a problem. Click the drop down arrow here, and this is what I want, a mid plane between two planes. Let's click that. I want a plane between this plane, and I'll rotate around and say this plane as well. And notice this yellow plane that it's created, and it's right here in the middle. Okay, so now that we've got this plane created, let's make a sketch on that work plane right there. Okay. Now I'm going to make a circle that's the same diameter as this. Okay, there you go, there's that circle there. Now notice this circle is right in the middle. Okay, I'm going to finish that sketch, and now let's make an extrusion. Now here's the neat thing. I'm not just going to go this direction, not just that direction, but let's use this symmetric one here, both directions. You see that? Both directions. And the distance that I extruded would be 40 here. Okay, and I can make this 40. Alright, the last thing I need to do is add this hole, which is easy enough. It's a diameter of 15, which goes all the way through there. So I can make a sketch on that face. Okay, notice again it's not snapping. Okay, so I'll just make a hole here and then make sure I constrain it to be concentric with this. Alright, now I can extrude that as a hole and go all the way through. There you've got it. Alright, I hope that was helpful. So again, two of the main things we learned in this one are how to use construction lines, and then also how to create planes to help us in extrusions. Alright, enjoy guys.